Ox and Hare presents, in association with True Story FM, the Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society. Today's adventure, A Valentine's Thrillogy, Part 3, Double Double, Toil and Trouble.
Let's see. We've had evil doppelgangers who weren't very good at the doppel part, a criminal sales pitch that brought the house down, and I mean that literally, and now we come to the last chapter, the puppet master revealed and a tale of love taken to an extreme place. But first, we've got groceries to unpack.
And finally, 3 crates of tea. Honestly, I don't know how you go through so much of it.
Morning, afternoon, and evening. Plus late night reading.
And all the guests.
Exactly. We wouldn't dream of sending someone out into the cruel world without a soothing cuppa. Speaking of which...
Don't mind if I do. Very pleasant. And that's all your groceries, unless there's something I missed.
Madame Dumaire, when have you ever missed anything from our list?
Oh, Zinnia, there you are.
Wow. You are amazingly fast.
I just came from the back garden, and at a reasonable pace.
No, I mean from the roof over across the way.
I'm totally lost here.
You're not playing with me.
I assure you we're not.
I saw you, Zinnia, up on the roof, sword in your hand, hair all flowing. Of course, the sun was setting, so I couldn't be sure if you saw me, but I waved anyway, just to be neighborly.
And you're sure it was her?
Let's be honest here, ladies. Your silhouette is quite distinct.
I'll say.
Hush you.
You have a twin sister you haven't told us about?
Only child. My mother said one was more than enough. I shall investigate.
Me too.
Give me a moment. I'll join you.
Saffron, would you stay behind?
Of course, but why?
This might be a ruse to draw us out. You need to defend the household. And to see that Madame Dumaire gets paid, of course.
Understood. Come along, Mrs. Dumaire. Did you bring some of those vanilla wafers? I believe they are your favorite.
I did. Oh, I'm surprised you remembered.
What kind of host would I be if I forgot something like that?
Where do we start?
I think we start with the mysterious figure on the eaves.
Ah, yes. Hello. Well, she certainly has your dimensions right, and your fashion sense.
But I've never worn a full face mask.
Excuse me, what's a pretty lady like you doing on a roof like this?
Oh, really?
What's the problem?
That sounded like a terrible pickup line. We might have to fight her, but we don't have to harass her.
Oh yeah, my bad. I was trying to be charming, but I could see how it could be creepy. You want to give it a shot?
Good evening. Pleasant night for a stroll. 20 meters above the street.
Slow down. There's no need for swords. We haven't even met yet.
And now she moves into ready position. She appears not to be in the talking mood. En garde.
Hey, you're pretty good, madam, or mademoiselle, or sir. I'm not sure of your preferences.
You are being very polite to someone who is attempting to kill us.
Like Saffron always says, good manners benefit everyone. We don't want to seem like uncouth.
Whoever you are very well trained.
Yeah, you're barely breathing heavy while I'm struggling to keep up.
True, but when my best friend and I are on the same side...
Nothing can stop us.
And you've been disarmed.
Now we can talk like regular people? Or you could jump an impossible distance across the street and disappear into the darkness.
Also a valid option. Who the devil was that?
No clue. And she didn't even drop a calling card.
How rude.
And she just ran off?
No, she leapt across the street to the roof on the other side with barely a strain. Then she ran off.
It appears we have a new player in town.
Seems there's very little we can do about her now. Let's focus on our enterprising evildoer.
Which brings us to why we're out in the city.
You located the building associated with the address?
I did.
And why are we not masked and costumed, breaking in through a skylight to foil their plans?
Because, well, you need to see it first.
All right. I'll be ready.
No, actually, this is it right here.
Behind the boring office?
It is the boring office.
Capitalized accountancy? P.T. Lyra, certified public accountant. We won't keep you in the dark whether you're in the black. Ugh, they could use a second draft on that slogan.
They're accountants. Creativity isn't part of the job description.
And you're sure this is the correct place?
Yep. They've got a warehouse attached in the back that they also rent, which is a little odd because how much space does paper take up? But otherwise, all their paperwork is square, as you'd expect. Because, accountants.
Another dead end. Our mastermind covering their trail.
Maybe. But maybe not so much. Something about this feels familiar.
You dated an accountant?
Never! How dare you! But something is tickling at the back of my brain.
We have come all this way. Anyone up for a quick audit?
Welcome to Capitalized Accountancy. Do you have all your receipts?
We don't. We're here on another matter. It's about one of your other clients.
Ah, a referral. And which business sent you?
The ladies' school for sword swinging and elocution.
Oh, I see. Miss Lyra, could you step out here, please?
Miss Lyra? Oh, no.
What oh no? Why the oh no?
I think I know.
Hello, Xenia.
Privity Lyra, this is quite a shock.
Did you think I was dead? Or just hope it was so?
Let me guess. Evil X? Did we know about this one?
I'm sure I mentioned her. But Privity, you're a communist. How come you are running an accountant firm?
I don't think that's the right term, but I can't think of a better one.
I had a revelation after a revolution. Sorry, is little Russian joke. After you broke my heart and abandoned me,
Oh, that's not how I remember it.
I re-evaluated my life and my place. I came to see the wisdom in money. How many things it could do, what minds it could change. All things were possible through it.
Great Scott! You've become a capitalist.
And an entrepreneur.
You're the one who's been trying to capitalize on our work.
Of course. You three are fools to just give away your services without being paid. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Not when there's money to be made.
And taking my life's work and perverting it for profit.
It's nothing personal. It's just business. Which I'm about to put you out of.
The masked woman. She works for you?
In a way, duh.
In a place governed by math, I'm surprised you can't see the unbalanced ledger sheet. There's 3 of us to only 1 of her.
One thing I have learned in business. You enjoy when things are good, but plan for when they go bad.
Ladies, why are all the office people standing up?
All these drones, my wage slaves. Do you know how annoying real employees are? Always with their wanting to leave early, see their families. Do they not know that their time is my money?
So none of these are real people?
Only Hugo, the front desk clerk.
Hey! So, yeah, I'm just gonna take my lunch early if that's okay.
Oh, the meal breaks. So inefficient. Yes, Hugo, but only half an hour, got it?
Sure. Bye. Good luck, or whatever.
I'm sorry for what has gone before, but we cannot allow this to continue. This plan is hurting people who are already suffering.
This is what life is. The unlucky will always suffer. Why should we not profit off of it? Leaving money on the table, that is biggest sin.
You really dated her?
She was much less materialistic before.
Enough cheating and chatting. My beautiful masked friend and I have an appointment with an investor. With 6 of them, actually. So I'll leave my staff to deal with you.
A bunch of accountants? Yeah, I'm super worried.
No, Davushka. These are my CPAs. My certified public assassins. Farewell.
Zinnia, you go after Privity. Goldie and I can handle the mob.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, we'll reduce them down to their least common denominator.
Very well. Catch up to us when you are finished. For luck.
Well then, time to put some red in their ledgers. On guard.
Privity, stop!
And see how quickly you abandon another supposed love of your life? Zinnia, always so quick to run.
I leave knowing that my wife can easily handle herself, and my love for her remains while I am gone.
That equation doesn't add up. Those numbers are imaginary.
Privity, I am sorry that things for us ended badly. I did not wish you to hurt, but in the affairs of the heart, sometimes there is no easy exit.
We were going to change the world. Topple all of the corrupt who kept their foot on the necks of the working class.
And instead, you've decided to join them.
You'd never understand. But luckily, I don't need you to. I have someone better.
Ah, yes, our quiet, masked friend. The one even now bearing down on me, third drawn.
She's much more open-minded.
But who is it?
You really haven't figured it out. Z2, remove your mask.
Zut alors, she's me.
An improved version. I've named her Z2. All your style and your looks, but without the ability to betray me.
And kept silent so she cannot disagree with you.
Not exactly.
I'm afraid that this will be your doom.
What?
I will hunt you across the frozen tundra. How about you, y'all?
Is small glitch in programming.
Ah, l'automate. Privity, you could barely operate a kettle. There is not a chance you could have constructed such a being.
This is true. I had her constructed by someone with a mutual passion for your undoing. Lady Linear.
Ah, yes. A moment, I need to write that down.
What are you talking about?
That is one name I left off the list I was making for my wife. Danielle de Panner. Noted.
Privity is mine, and you cannot have her. Our love is eternal.
But why the bizarre accent?
Lady Linear had been devastated by your breakup. She had been working on this design for a while. It was nearly complete before we had even met.
Incredibly creepy to hear, but go on.
But it was too precise. It only spoke French, and I could not stand to hear the language, so I paid a techie for some modifications.
After I kill her, we will sauna.
But I refused to pay full price.
We will feed you to the caribou.
Danielle certainly did not skimp when it came to combat. Z2, you are quite formidable.
Even if your death is inevitable, I am finding the conflict most agreeable.
Stop complimenting her and kill!
Of course, love of my life, you are the best and smartest and prettiest. For you, I will murder.
Yes, you will.
I find it difficult to believe that Danielle would part with such a treasure.
Did you just call me a treasure?
I did, oui. While your intent is to kill me, I cannot but help to marvel at the craftsmanship it took to create such a wonder.
Are I have not been programmed to blush, but now I wish I was.
Fine. I have been caught out. In truth, I seduced Lady Linear and then stole Z2 from her.
I am stolen property?
But all for love, Z2. I couldn't bear to see that woman mistreating you.
You loved her, but couldn't steal and possess her. So you found me and stole me to possess me from someone who loved and wanted to possess her.
Let's see, love, possess, lots of hers in there. That sounds about right. Because in the end, you belong to me. I mean, we belong together. And this remote control agrees with me.
You love me, so therefore I must kill for you. That makes perfect sense.
Thought you had me there, didn't you?
Perhaps. But as she has now redoubled her attack, it appears the leash is too tight. I thought since we were cut from the same cloth, she would yearn for the same things I yearn for. But it appears not.
Oh, good. I thought we'd missed the whole thing.
Your assets have been liquidated, Privity.
And some of that liquidation is still on my boots. Ew.
Surrender. Throw yourself on our mercy.
Am I going insane, or are there two zinnias now? Hey, Saffron, hello?
Sorry, just remembering a very vivid dream. What's happening here?
Who is that? She's amazing.
Perhaps we are not so different after all.
I am C2 and am very pleased to meet you. Thank you very much.
And you too. My love, why is there a slightly younger, definitely more robotic version of you making eyes at me?
Niet, 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 not again. Why does this keep happening to me? Why do you keep leaving me?
Privity, perhaps your memory has turned what we had into something more grandiose. But we were young, we were passionate, and we were fighting for the same cause.
Yes, and it can be that way again.
But it wasn't that way before. You barely had any interest in anything that didn't help your goals. Once I expressed frustration that our methods weren't working, you turned away from me. Your cause was all you had eyes for, and when I wasn't part of that, you no longer saw me.
No, that couldn't be true.
In truth, you left me long before I ever left you. I just stayed in one place longer.
Zinnia, have I been misremembering what we meant to each other all this time?
Not at all. What we had was real, but brief. And I don't regret a moment of it. As I have lived, I've learned that not all relationships are binary, either for eternity or a dismal failure. Sometimes they are to teach us something we must learn, or to help someone else.
Which was ours.
A bit of both, I hope. But I'm afraid you've taken the wrong lesson. So much time and money and pain devoted to creating a false version of something that was true. You wanted to make the world a better place, but ruined so many and yourself in pursuit of what we wanted.
You're forgiving me. After everything I've done to you.
Of course, you lost your way. But inside, I can still see the small, passionate girl I once loved.
I wish I could.
You can, in time, but this has to go.
I have to be communist again.
God, no. I mean, if that's your choice, but don't we have enough of those already?
Perhaps it's time for a new way of thinking. Take what you've learned and use it to benefit those most in need of help.
So socialism.
I think you would be happier, not thinking of your life in terms of isms, and more about making yourself and others happy. Use that big brain and passionate heart to make the world more like how you think it should be.
Like libertarianism?
Yeah, you've got a long way to go.
Privity, can I count on you to dismantle this strange enterprise? To abandon your quest to profit off of suffering?
Yes, that project is dead. All orders cancelled. Chapter 11 across the board. Anyway, I think I was trying to inflict my pain onto others. If they hurt more, maybe I'd hurt less. And that just puts more hurt into the world.
Ah, look!
What?
There's the woman I knew.
That. Maybe. I will always remember you, Xenia.
I can't blame you. I am one of a kind.
So, you live around this area that we're currently in?
Hands to yourself, C2. We've only just met.
And what about Robozin?
Must we return her? I can think of a few things we could do with her around the house.
I shall never see the fjords again.
Whoa, Zinnia, you totally stabbed yourself. Was that some kind of intense therapy?
Not at all. Though her visage was familiar, let us not forget that underneath, she was a murderous appliance, happy to kill anyone she was ordered to.
But what a visage.
Ah, but it was your fair face and form that stopped her killer instinct.
'Twas beauty killed the bot.
So, Lady Linear, was that the last name on the list?
It was.
Phew! I'm understanding, but even I was reaching a limit.
You have kindly indulged me, but let me remind you.
I did ask. I admit I have at least one jealous bone in my body.
No, it is impossible.
Fine. I don't keep that secret very well, but I admit I envy the time you spent with your previous paramours. They knew the younger you, and that they each carry a part of your heart.
But you must understand, though I have loved with more length and breadth, it is only with you that I understood the depth of feelings. And you wouldn't have liked me younger.
I don't know about that. Z2 was fit and fine.
No, I mean that you were a faster learner than I was. You were ready so much quicker. It took me many loves, losses, and false starts until I was ready for you, for us, to have what we have.
Oh, you two are the cutest. However, we're standing in a building filled with dead bodies. True, not human, but still not a good look.
Of course, Goldie, the wisdom of youth. Let us get back on to the swashbuckling ladies' debate society.
I believe cuddling and chamomile is just what we need.
Speak for yourself. I'm hitting the hooch and I'm hitting it hard. Busting up assassin accountants is thirsty work.
To each their own then. But sweet Saffron, is everything for the good between us?
Of course. After all this time, all those exes, both foreign and domestic, we chose each other.
And it's a choice I would make again and again.
Plus, I get to benefit from all that experience. Those suckers don't know how good they had it.
And I have moves that have yet to be seen.
And there you have it. All previous relationship cards have been put on the table. I've seen people walk away from the table after seeing the hand they were dealt. A jilted lover treated with a gentle hand in honor of remembered love. And in the end, amor vincit omnia. That's Latin. Saffron taught me. It means love conquers all. And me? Well, I might not have romantic love right now, but I'm surrounded by the love of my two best friends, and that's what I need right now. And I loved that you stayed until the end. And I'd love it if you came back for more adventures with the Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society.
Part 3, Double Double Toil and Trouble was written, directed, and edited by Kyle Olson. Our producer and sound designer, plus high-pocketed man about town, is Ryan Fitzpatrick. Starring Amy Shaw as Zinnia, Anastasia Plum as Saffron, Kara Gallo as Goldie, Chrissy Lentz as Ursula, Devin Mahan as Hugo, and Dolores E. Mendoza as Privity. Our theme song is written and performed by Headley Knights, and our interstitial music is Intended Force by Kevin MacLeod. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Ox and Hare so you won't miss the next thrilling adventure. The Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society is an Ox and Hare media production. Old format, new ideas.